Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Mel Constantine Miseo, the Community and Program Manager for Flourish. How are
Yes,
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, and you are one of the 2024 Missouri in Progress Award winners, Progress in Education.
Yes, it was a big surprise.
I was going to ask
Yeah.
if it was a surprise.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. There was, awesome people nominated. And yeah, I was honored to be a part of that cohort. There was a lot of great people in the education nominees, but then also just like all of the other categories.
Yeah, it
So,
was like
yeah.
that event was like, oh gosh, there's
Yeah.
because everybody's doing such great work
Yeah.
in this community.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah.
And
And I
so
know a couple of them, so it was cool.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice to be in that company.
Yeah.
Yes, even across categories, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so there may be some people who are not familiar with Flourish.
Yes.
So please fill us in on what Flourish is.
Yeah, so Flourish is still a fairly new nonprofit in Columbia, but we're doing a lot of big work. So we're founded in 2019, and we are all about supporting under-resourced youth, particularly youth experiencing homelessness. So we have a transitional living shelter for youth experiencing homelessness ages 16 to 24. And so we have 10 beds, so we can serve up to 10 youth at a time in our shelter. And we provide all of the basic needs, living expenses for the youth in our shelter. And we work with them to work towards independence and, stable housing for themselves. And on the side of Flourish that I work with, our community programs, we have different programs for under-resourced youth of all different kinds. So some of our youth are housing insecure, food insecure, just experiencing socioeconomic barriers that they need a little bit more support. And so we have our internships program, which is a paid summer internship for juniors going into their senior year and then recently graduated seniors. And so that's kind of our biggest program of the year. We look forward to it every year. And so we're opening applications mid-February. And so any youth who are experiencing socioeconomic barriers to college and career success, or youth have experienced homelessness, youth have been in the foster care system, really just any youth who could use some extra support. And we do personal professional development programming with the youth. So for our Prep 1 programming, which is for juniors going into their senior year, it's all paid personal professional development programming. So they get just exposure to really just career development, also like personal development too. The unique part about our internship program is that we have case management interwoven throughout it. So they work with our community support specialist and they set goals that are related to their overall well-being. So it can be financial wellness goals, it can be mental health goals, or just like further career exploration goals. And it's all about getting them ready to take those next steps.
Yeah.
And then our Prep 2 program, they are working in a department at a Columbia-based employer. So we've had youth at Veterans United, MU Healthcare, Central Bank, Habitat for Humanity. And then this summer we're adding Quest Tech and Midmo Legal Services, which I'm really excited about. And so youth get to connect with those job fields and employers in those fields and build professional relationships where they can start their networking and career development, see if this is a career they want to go into, get an extra foot in the door, and they get paid to do it. And then they meet with us once a week for personal professional development programming, where they still can learn with us how, professional communication with managers or conflict management, stress management, being a marginalized youth in the workplace, how to navigate that, really like advocating for yourself, and also, of course, setting well-being goals across all the different well-being fields. And but yeah, case management is really that key to our programs that make our youth really successful through the programs, and then we continue working with them after our programs.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, right? Because what good is it to just throw a youth in a, in a position or in a program,
Yeah.
but there's no check-in or there's no way for them to ask the questions that they have that they may not feel comfortable asking when they're on the job. And then they
Yes.
can come back to their case managers and say, okay, this is what I experienced or this is what I did and what do you think about that? So you guys are giving
Yeah.
them that guidance along the way.
Totally. Yeah. And we have youth who come back to us like couple years after their program. My first cohort was in 2022, and I still have youth who are connected to us from that summer program who come back to us if they are wanting to change a job or just even like getting promoted in their workplace, which is really cool, of how to navigate that, or just any life stressor that comes up. They come back to us, which is really an honor, really, that they trust us and we built relationships with them to do that.
It's a great support system.
Yeah.
Right. You guys are great resources for
Yeah.
them to have even when they're done with the program.
Yeah.
And what does it say about the amazing community partnerships that you have
Yes.
that the students are going into places like you named VU, MU Healthcare, Central Bank, Habitat for Humanity. I mean, and then
Yeah.
with Quest Tech coming on board,
Yeah.
what it really says a lot that these companies, these large companies here, are opening up their doors to this. It's a great workforce development.
Yeah.
I mean, really a great workforce development project.
Yeah. And yeah, the worksite partners put a lot of care and time into supporting our youth. They work collaboratively with us to make sure that they have the best experience and have all of the tools and resources to do well in that position and really take advantage of all those opportunities. And I think that's what's so special about Columbia. That's why I love Columbia, is that like our community really cares about doing the work in a real way that will have real impact. We have youth who are still working at those places. So yeah, just really cool.
It really is. And you're right. It is one of the things I love about Columbia as well. It's not just performative. It's not just check the box. It is. We are really looking to make this happen and make a difference.
Yeah.
And we do what it takes to make it happen.
Totally.
So Mel, thank you for what you are doing through Flourish.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Congratulations on the Progress Award.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks.